I'm just gonna get my canvas started here. Thank you all who joined earlier for the mushroom demonstration. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of Bob Ross action here. It's good? Okay, cool. So first things first, I'm gonna prep my 18 by 24 inch stretch canvas with some liquid white. It's the whole basis of this technique. It's the wet on wet technique that was made famous by Bob Ross. Bless him. And this just takes a couple minutes, but I'm just adding this wet paint all over my canvas first. And you don't want a lot, just enough that makes your canvas. But since it's a hot day today and it's pretty dry, it's been dry for a few days. If I do a little extra, that might actually help me. Remember the first hot day I was painting outside in Eugene and I saw a kid, or I put my, sorry, you're listening to a kid, sorry. It was hot, the sun was shining on my canvas, and I thought I put enough liquid white on my canvas, and by the time I was like painting down here, it had completely dried. I'm like, oh my god. So it's a little bit like baking. Pardon? Is it oil? It's oil. So yeah, we're doing oil painting today. Usually the paintings take about 2 months to dry fully. In the winter, if I paint a painting in the winter, sometimes it can take up to like 9 months. If I use liquid clear, it will take over 9 months to dry. That's another one that's super fun. I use liquid clear on my black canvases, and you want to be very careful with the liquid clear. You want to use that very, very sparingly. My first waterfall painting I ever did, I used liquid clear, and I put too much on, and my waterfall flowed off the canvas for 4 months straight. I pretty much cleaned oil paint off my floor. I had to literally put a trough under it because it just kept flowing off for 4 months. It kept flowing. I'm like, how? So liquid, it would be dry. So yeah, don't put too much on. Oil takes forever to dry, especially here in Oregon. Over on the flip side, I painted a painting on Friday, and it's been in the back of my car for 2 days, and it's dry to the touch. It's not dry, but it's dry to the touch. So I'll take that. So if you want to quickly dry your painting, do it in the back of your car. Roll your windows down because it's stuff stinks. Well, happy Solstice, everyone. I'm so excited you guys are spending the afternoon with us here in Mapleton. Thank you so much, Mapleton, for having me today. I'm Mandy Cap Mushroom, and I started seriously painting this technique about, 2018. I watched Bob Ross every night for mental health reasons. I loved his voice, I loved the show. I would just listen to him and watch about 3 episodes every night. And after about 3 years of that, I decided to just buy my own paint set. And sure enough, he always he's so encouraging with his paintings. Like, yes, you can paint. Yes, there's an artist inside you. And I also agree, there is an artist inside you. Because I don't think you need to watch Bob Ross for 3 years to get it. But, my first painting I did was pretty good, I would say. And I started buying bigger and bigger canvases, and after I painted 5 huge canvases, I had a friend that owned the gallery, and she's like, I really like your style. Are you interested? My artist canceled on me in April. This was November, I believe. And so I painted 40 landscape paintings between November and April. They had to fill up the whole side of her gallery, which was 88 feet. Let me tell you what, those few months, I got a lot of repetition on my nature scenes. And so that original That original show was all Oregon mountains, and so I featured every Oregon mountain, and I tried to feature only like Oregon scenes, and so I did. And I tried to also capture before, like human involvement or like too much colonial settlement in my paintings, because I think that's important of preserving Oregon's natural beauty is pre-settlement and all of this. I think we're kind of getting out of hand, so that's my goal with all of this is we need to bring it back to Mother Nature. And so I'm so excited here on the solstice. We get to celebrate the longest day of the year and just really celebrate Oregon's natural beauty. Yesterday we went on a nice hike at Sweet Creek Falls here, and so that's what I'm going to paint today. So right now I'm just going to get my... You guys hear me okay? I don't know, kind of like shout out. I'm gonna just get my canvas, or excuse me, I'm gonna get my palette ready here. Well, all right, bear with me here. I got some new paints yesterday. Joe in Florence, oh my gosh, who had a deal, wonderful. Bless her. That's my plug, I guess. Support local. So also speaking of supporting local, I wrote a coloring book, and so it just got published last week on Amazon, and this is my first book, which I'm really excited about, and it features mushrooms and space, which are two huge passions for me. And, sorry, I'm like reading paint colors here. They don't always look what they seem. You're like, what color is this actually? We got titanium white here, because we need a ton of it. What's it going on about? So space. And so on the QR code on those coloring sheets and instructions on how to grow your own mushrooms at home. And I have sheets in that book right there. That's the proof for my coloring book there. Just kind of a sneak peek of what's to come. So the people, I'm so thankful for everyone who helped me edit the book. I had my good friend John Somer, who's a mycologist here in Oregon, and he's been a mycologist so long, mushrooms were still considered plants, and so he got his doctorate in botany in the 60s and then went back to college to get his doctorate in mycology, because mycology didn't exist when he had got his doctorate before. He was studying mushrooms pretty much primarily, but he did have to get his whole botany, biology, whatever degree. And then also his dad worked for NASA, pretty much ran NASA. A very interesting guy. And then I had another friend of mine, she just published a book about space as well, a children's book, because she does beautiful space photography, astrophotography, where she'll take hundreds of photos and put them all together in one big galaxy, and her work is just gorgeous. So, her name is Genevieve Myatt, and so you can find her on, she's also mentioned and thanked in the back of my book as well. Okay, I got some phthalo blue. This is going to be our sky color today. Phthalo blue makes a nice sky. All right. Need some Van Dyke brown. What is everybody? You guys looking for mushrooms?
No.
Just,
I just look at it.
just look at them? Okay.
I don't really literally go and thinking who I want to try to eat them, but it's more that's so pretty.
Oh yeah.
I found one that looks like coral.
Oh yeah.
And then of course I call them the smurf mushrooms, the ones with the red tops.
The shrimps?
It looks like yours, but it's red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, there's two kinds of red mushrooms that grow
I
here.
know the red lobster one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When I first moved here, those were growing everywhere. And there's so many mushrooms.
Lobsters are good. I had lobsters coming out of my ears last fall. Colors in this.
Yeah,
bearing with me. I might grab some more colors later. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, so my canvas is prepped here. We're just gonna pull some phthalo blue on my old brush here. Just gonna paint into a little bit of the sky here. I travel, the easel here is pretty flimsy, but that's it. We'll make it. It packs nicely in the car. So I'm just painting in the sky here. Since it's a blue sky today, I thought I'd bring the blue sky. See you then. Let's do some little X's. So is everybody local, or where's everybody from? Florence. You're from Florence too? Well, thanks for coming over. I'm from Florence as well. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's do the dance first thing. Just give it kind of like a little bit of atmosphere, if you will. Just trying to like work out the brush strokes here. Does anyone know why the sky is blue? What makes the sky blue versus like other colors? So the way our atmosphere forms around the Earth, so all the light waves have a different wavelength, and so the way the lens of the sun to the Earth comes through, it blocks out all the other wavelengths, so it perceives to be blue. That's just what we perceive it as, because that's what's blocked out by our atmosphere and just the way the wavelengths of the light is. And so if you think about the atmosphere of the Earth as a prism, you can actually see the whole rainbow as the sun sets and rises. That's why sometimes it looks, at night, it kind of makes a rainbow effect because of the way the light is shining through the lens of the different layers of the atmosphere. And so as the atmosphere are different thicknesses, the light waves pass through and it blocks out those other colors, so we only see those. That's why it's a gradient in the sky. And I think that's so cool that we can like physically see what the atmosphere thickness is based on the way the light shines through it every night. And it's different all the time. So, okay. So that's why it's blue. And it changed the night. Just in case I don't come back up here, I want to make sure my sky is good. And so when you're painting, you always want to think about your perspective. So where in the painting, so you want to do your background first, and then background, and then you do dark and then your light on top. And so you have to be thinking about that as you're painting, thinking about your layers here. So sky's in the back, so sky goes on front. But since I'm lazy, I got a blue brush here already. I'm gonna make a little bit of kind of like a murky watercolor here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of midnight black here. And now I'm gonna bring in some water here. It's important. You don't want to go this way in the middle, because otherwise you'll get a line in the middle of here. It's going to be dark color anyway down here, so I might as well just put it on my brush. Paint might as well go on my canvas instead of in the paint bucket. All right. Okay. Speaking of which, my paint, so this is oil painting. I'm using odorless paint minerals. Yes, mineral
You
spirits.
probably already said this, but is that oil paint or acrylic?
Yeah, this is oil paint. Yeah, so I'm using odorless mineral spirits to clean it up. It still stinks. It's not odorless, but it's a lot better than turpentine, I'll tell you that. All right. And then it's going to be the brush here. Best part of this whole technique. Okay. You know, since this is already my hand, we're just going to blend. I want to kind of soften these brush strokes. There's some pretty heavy lines here. And I'm just going to blend these just to create the effect of water. I just love this Mapleton area. It's such a nice transition between the coast and the valley. It's just really, it's really incredible. This is really a special place. I really love, it's just like a, I don't know, I have like a dilemma with like the whole timber industry. Like the trees are so beautiful and you just see the transition we have with society here with like Mapleton used to be like such a big booming timber town. And now it's not, and we're seeing that people don't really live here much anymore, but like, what do we do about that? So, I don't know. If you know, let me know. Alright, so I'm just picking up some midnight black here, and I'm just gonna create, like there's these beautiful mountains over here. I'm really inspired just like looking out these doors right here. So, let's just create this just makes these like generalized mountain colors or mountain shapes. Because it seems like you just turn a little bit and that whole side of that mountain is completely different.
This is a color green.
Pardon?
Color green down. What color is that?
Oh, this is black. This is just midnight black, yeah. Sorry. Wipe off the knife there. I'm just going to take this. Just smooth this out. Move that mountain because you can. You know, this is my world, so I'm going to move that little mountain over. There's two in the middle, and we're just going to. Bring that down. All right. So let's see. Now this area Mapleton, there's, I guess speaking of timber, Oregon State Tree is, who knows what the name of the Oregon State Tree is? You got it. Nice. Yeah, the Doug fir. Do you know how to identify Douglas fir? The needles. Yeah.
By the wood?
The needle. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of lots of different ways.
Between, like, I can see there's a spruce, then, like, I think just the spruce, I can tell the difference. I can see what a spruce is.
Yeah. So here I just have like a number 3 fan brush. And so Douglas fir, let's see, they have, so the cones is usually how that's the first way I can tell. So I just look on the ground, and if I see the special cone, which they're the only cones that look like this. They look like a normal cone, but they have the little 3 little, looks like a little mouse butt, kind of just like hanging out between the little kernels. And so that goes around, and that's specific to Douglas fir. So you'll only see those.
I collect pineapples.
Yeah.
I know I'm here, but I can see the difference between the different pineapples.
Right.
One that's probably as big as a pineapple that came from California.
Oh yeah, the sugar pine.
Yes. We found one of those, and then there's a big sugar pine off of spruce. Right behind the mini mart.
Oh yeah.
There's a tree that has really good. I don't know what it is.
Nice. I always love a good cone. I love cones. I'm just gonna put in some Doug firs here. So yeah, we see him, like, we look out that window. Okay. We see all the timber tops. So we're just gonna paint some of those in. So with mushrooms, the mushrooms and trees, they grow a symbiotic relationship. And so different mushrooms grow specifically with different trees. And so there's the Matsutake mushroom that is, it's a very popular mushroom worldwide. And actually Oregon and this, like the Florence area specifically, supplies most of Japan and China with their Matsutake supply. And at one time, the Matsutake was $400 a pound. So it's a very prized mushroom. I'll just leave it. It's fine. I've had it a few times. It smells like the Red Hot candies and gym socks. And if you cook it, it's kind of, yeah, it's 100% Red Hot. And you're like, in the boys' bedroom. Okay. So, you know, whatever. And also, like, sauteing the matsutake is incorrect. Having them kind of steamed and then treated more like sashimi, that's a better method for the matsutake. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's a delicate mushroom.
What's your favorite mushroom?
To eat? Right now, really the oysters, surprisingly enough. And they're easy to grow. And yeah.
So when you go to eat them, your oysters, does it matter what maturity they are? Or?
Well, you only have, once they're fruited, they're only a couple days. And so they'll actually get too big and they won't be very good then. But they're too small, So just, you know, more like whatever size they look edible to you. I mean, if they look nice to eat to you, then they look nice, then you're good. And that's kind of like actually a good general way to start with mushroom identification. I know a lot of people, they want to like try to identify every single mushroom in the forest, which guilty of that. I'm like, I don't know what every mushroom is. You can't. We've only identified about 10% of them.
Yeah, we have like 4 or 5 folks just one mushroom.
Right.
And I'm just like, I still don't even want to try.
Well, so once I started distinguishing, like, do I even want to eat that mushroom? And if the answer is no, moving on. And so, like, why do you want to know about that mushroom? And it's like, okay, if I actually like am curious about it, then I'll take the time to learn about it. But then other than that, like, it's freed me up from trying to like learn what every single mushroom refers to. All right, I'm gonna start hurrying up here and get some more trees going. So. Actually, moving up like this on the fan brush is a pretty quick way to add a little tree line. hiked Sweet Creek before? Yeah. How'd you like it?
What was the question?
Who's hiked Sweet Creek Trail over here?
It's nice. I like it.
What was your favorite part about it?
I like how they had multiple waterfalls. Like only here in the big giant one at the very end. It's multiple ones throughout. And it was a very easy trail. That Mama trail one is not very easy.
Yeah, let's talk about hiking. Who else likes hiking? Hiking, great. There's some trees. All right, we're gonna just move on. So I got the black background there, which is necessary if you're gonna put something light on top of it. So I got some sap green here. Excuse me. Number 2 row. A little white, pretty black.
Very giant antique.
Hey, Mary's still up there. She's eating it. I got you right.
Trees, just kind of get some foreground. Building here. Did anyone join? Was anyone in Florence for the Juneteenth barbecue? That was pretty fun. Woven, yeah. I painted there on Friday. And my friend is Adam here. Never mind. When we see Adam, we'll bring him up and have him talk about the water. So yeah, I just painted over the weekend. Super fun. Is everyone enjoying summer so far? Yeah.
Yes. Our kids are finally grown up. They can just go out. They can plan their own summers.
That's great. I love that.
I know, right? She has her own summer now, so I can just enjoy her.
Thank you. Yeah, my microphone keeps falling down.
How's that?
Is that better? Oh yeah. Thank you all so much. Oh, actually, no, no. Thank you very much.
Does it feel better?
Yeah, that's much. Well, I got some trees in there, some nice stuff. So I'm gonna start working on moss. I'm just gonna take some black here and some band background. I think probably notice when you're out hiking in the trail here on Sweet Creek, there's a lot of rock formation. And that's for volcanic rock. is due to the Cascade Fault that runs along the Pacific our coast here in Central Coast. And so it's north of the Mandy Cap Fault, which is really famous down in California. That gives LA a lot of trouble with earthquakes. We have kind of a similar situation with this fault on Cascadia, and that's why we have these beautiful dunes. It's due to the plate moving under this plate here, and as the plate, this is subduction, so as the plate moves under, it pushes essentially the other plate underneath, and it creates these mountain ranges. And it creates volcanic activity, and we have the Cascades that are still active. So that's cool. Yeah. Like South Sisters bulging, so that's fun. But it's just life. Like the tide, the world keeps turning and it just keeps evolving, and we just keep, going on with that. So as those mountains are moving up and there's volcanic activity, it's creating more rock, like smaller rocks, and those rocks are being pushed down to the rivers. And then as the rocks go down the rivers, which are like between the Sigsla and the Umpqua, the Takanich, all those. I know I'm forgetting other river names, but that's okay. I need to know all of them. I mean, I should, but anyway, moving on. As the debris moves and is deposited over on the shore here, the tide keeps churning it and breaking it down smaller and smaller. So now we have that beautiful quartz sand on our beaches that span from Florence down to Goose Bay.
We're going to wait about 15 minutes and try to make it on when they're done. We're going to play it at second.
So here's some rocks. Oh my gosh, bear with me, guys. Let's see. So is anyone interested in like a nature identification type hike? Is that something they'd be interested in doing, like maybe like this fall? Sweet. I'm considering doing some guided hikes in the area. We could go over plant identification and other like fun nature facts, but like in the field. So stay tuned for that. All that information will be on my Facebook and Instagram. So all that is on my QR code that's on the sheets that are going around. Okay. So I almost got. Now we're gonna paint in a little bit of water here. So over the Sweet Creek Falls, there's 11 pools along the mile hiking area, and it's great. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna get the full fan brush damp here with some mineral spirits, and I'm gonna just grab some liquid white here. I'm just going to try to create some, just going to put it in the waterfall. Okay. I'm just going to go down the canvas. Let's see if I can get it a little bit more. I'm trying to keep my water white here, so. Grab some more white. And I want it really wet, so it's just really just sliding on top of that other paint. I want it pretty much like ink. I'll start there, and then I'm just gonna add some like squishy splashy bits here at the bottom. This little waterfall. Actually, let's soften this up a little bit. So what's nice about oil paints, it's kind of erase. Just kind of create a shadow. Like that. So I feel like that would have dried, and yeah, we would have. Hello, baby. Oh my gosh, it's sliding off the couch. Okay, let's do another waterfall to the French, right? Actually, I'm going to clean this up. While we're here, we're talking about layers. Let's do the layers right. Let's just do the layers right. Okay. I'm going to put in a little. I don't love this right here, so I'm just going to put a rock over it. How about that? I'm just going to pretend like it doesn't exist. Look at that. You know what? It's right next to the water, so I'm gonna put like a little bit of moss. I'm just gonna take like just kind of like the side of my hand brush or the outline. Just kind of cover it. Well, you know, something. The decision we made was yes, it is. We're so wipe off that right there. And again. That's okay. And then again, I'm gonna cover up this edge with a rock. That's kind of leaving it marbled, so it's more like a rock. Okay. Great. Oh my gosh, I bit up more than I can chew. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're having fun. We're all having fun here. Thank you for bearing. I have like other acts that I've been doing that I've like really rehearsed really well. This one, we're going organic off the cuff here. I mean, I prepared some information, but you know, this painting exactly, I have not practiced. We're all learning together. So thank you very much for bearing with me. But we're all friends here. Okay, let's put some rocks over here. You know, there's like all those rocks here, and you know, as the eye moves forward, things get darker. And so off in the horizon, there's like kind of like a misty color, but as you move things forward, so you want to save your darkest colors for last, because that's going to be what pops the most to the eye. Let's see. Put that nice dark line there, so I'm actually going to grab some light. And just mimic some highlights here. I'm going to kind of rock this. And we want to be careful not to be you work the paint too much, you just kind of make mud and you lose all the cool little shimmery bits that are in the paint. You just want to kind of leave it marbled. It makes it more visually interesting than mixing it very thoroughly. Happy with that? Yeah, we're happy with that. Good enough, right? Okay, cover up this area with some other rocks.
Do you rock out as well, or is it just mushroom?
You know, I do like rock happening. I have to stop. Mushrooms are a lot lighter than rocks. And my house is on wheels, so like I can't let myself go rock hounding. I just have to like appreciate them with my eyes. I'll take a bunch of pictures of them, but I can't. I want to. I'm a crow in another life. I love the shiny things. Actually, I love rocks so much. I took like a rocks for jocks class or whatever, Geo 101 in college, and I ended up loving the geology classes so much. Like, I had like 3 classes from a minor and like 6 classes from like an actual geology major. I just like couldn't stop taking those stupid classes. And I had like no desire to become like a geologist. I just couldn't, I don't know, I just took 1 rocks for jocks and then they took like 15 geology classes. That was a music major and like, anyway, I was already doing too much. Okay. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? I don't know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you for coming out here and spending the afternoon with us.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I've been seeing you on Facebook. Right now, you're like a little, our town star.
Oh my gosh.
I've been seeing you on Facebook. I'm like, oh yeah, I know her. Then when you told me you were here, I just ran over.
Oh my gosh.
And you're wearing your cute little outfit, so I was like,
Oh, thanks.
yeah, it's very rare to see someone on TV that you meet live.
Aw. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Don't like this line, so we're just gonna do that. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm happier with that than it was before, I think. I don't know. I'm mud mixing. I'm doing the thing I said not to do, and here we are. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm looking at our reference photo. What's going on here? Oh, that's right. I need to put rocks here now. Oh. So what kind of rocks do you guys like to rock hound for? What's even around here other than sand? Like honestly, I don't. At least on the beach. Agates. Oh, okay. Little sand dollars. You guys I appreciate all of you. Spend your Sunday afternoon with us in Mapleton. This is such a cool place. I haven't really spent like a whole lot of time in Mapleton. The only time I've been here was in my former life when I was a crisis responder. And so I visited campus on a different I was on a different mission. So I'm happy to be here for pleasure this time. Okay, I kind of want to add, I don't know what else I'm adding. Oh, I want to cover up some of the parts I don't like, some trees. All right, let's move on here with our lives. Let's get some trees going. I need some more stuff. Okay. Lots of trees there. I love trees. Oregon. What's your guys' favorite trees? What do you guys? Is there a favorite tree?
He likes the willow.
The willow, yeah.
Willows, giant salvias, whatever you got, I like them.
That's good.
Well, we came from the chainsaw yesterday competition, and the smell just coming out from them chopping the wood was just,
Oh, for sure.
I think it's not better than food.
Oh, sure. I completely agree.
It was really, I wasn't expecting the smell. Yes, coming down chopping the wood, you know, I guess the smell of, I think it was cedar and cypress that they were using.
Ooh.
So it was just really good. And sawdust everywhere.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, every time I'm gonna do a whole background of trees, and then I get like 2 trees in, I'm like, I made a mistake. Mistakes were made. I made a mistake. But it's fine. You know, we're all having a good time.
All trees are happy.
All there's our happy trees. We're so happy
Bob Ross.
today. Oh yeah, there are so many happy accidents. And bless him. You know, giving me the courage to do this out in public even. If you would have asked me like 8 years ago if I was doing this, I would have laughed at you, seriously. I would have laughed. I'm like, that's it, that ain't me. That ain't me. And here we are. Okay. We're just gonna channel Bob here, okay, you guys? We're channeling Bob now. I'm just, it's fine. It's fine. Big soul fan brush. And we're just gonna go here. Ooh, well, no, we're not doing that. Are we doing that? Are we that brave? Oh yeah, see that whole, yeah, see, it's not an issue anymore, no issue, see, put a tree on it. Bob's the best. He is the best. I've been Bob Ross a few times for Halloween. Some of the pro and stuff. I love it. Squirrel. I like that squirrel too. He had Peapod, I had Tom. Tom was my squirrel's name.
My squirrel was named Jerry.
Jerry, oh that's a good squirrel name.
All the squirrels are Charlie, so every time we see him, they're just named Charlie.
Oh, sure.
And then our neighbor found a baby, took care of him, so we named him Jerry.
I love that. Alright, let's do. That's fun. Big trees need a friend. Does anybody else have weird pets? Like any other weird pets? I also had a pet possum.
I don't know what it is. I've never seen one alive, but I've always wanted one. I don't know what it is. They're like, I love marsupials.
Yeah, they're so cute.
It's so cool to see one.
Look, you stepped over your foot there.
I had a sugar glider.
Oh, cute.
I'd like to have a pet duck.
being out in Mapleton and supporting. I think there's so much going on out here. It's like there's the community center and there's the watershed, which is really exciting. Have you guys checked out the watershed, or the water truck that's out there? It's really cool what they're doing. So big things are happening out here in Mapleton. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited you guys are also a part of it. And let's just keep being awesome, you guys. Well, I should probably sign it. Did I sign this? Are we calling this one done? We're calling this one done. It's fine. Let's just keep the party going here. So we're just gonna sign this and call it a day. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.
That reminds me of going up to Mackenzie.
Yeah, there's more Mackenzie vibes.
That's just Mackenzie vibes too.
What you could put now? That is amazing. Oh, what you did is amazing. Yeah, I will try to paint in that. See if I can.
I bet you can. I'm living proof that anyone can paint.
Oh, a mushroom? Oh, your signature. I see. Ah. Okay. All right. And if you can put right there, there. Perfect.
Thank you.
Beautiful.